Staying on the compensation bandwagon, as we've been talking about in the past few weeks, this week we're going to talk about profit sharing. So it's another compensation method that you might run into as a bookkeeper doing the records for an attorney or a law firm. And it's a pretty simple and basic one. So it's unfortunately not one we see very often. And this one it's interesting because usually it's done with partners in a law firm. And at the end of the year, they just take the profit that's left over and divide it up by the percentage of partnership that the partners have. It's very simplistic. And then they divide it up and bonus it out. So it's very simple. Sometimes it's done quarterly, but not often. Most of the times we see it at the end of the year. And it's just basically based on the overall firm's financial performance. And this model is one you really want to get the details on from your attorney client. We do see it also, depending on the firm, sometimes it's not just the partners, there may be other attorneys that are involved in this. So you really want to get the details. It's definitely a recognition. So sometimes it's based on getting the right people in place in the firm, and then the financial reward at the end of the year is whatever's left over. So we're talking about your net profit. So you're going to take all the income, all the expenses, and then that bottom line is where the percentage is divided out. This is also a method that you'll see that it's very simple, but sometimes it's a method that you'll see that's an equal distribution. If there's two partners, 50-50, and it gets divided in half, the profit that's left over. Sometimes it's performance-based. So there may be other metrics involved, and then that's where the percentages come into play. So you really need to ask the attorney all the details on the profit sharing, all the details on any bonus structure, not just this one in particular. And it's something you want to, again, as I said, in every single one of these, it has to tie back to the books. The amount of money has to align properly. And you have to make sure the books are balanced and reported. Again, this is one of those things, these bonuses, most of the times they want to tie them out at the end of the year and get them adjusted so that the funds are distributed at year end, or at least dated the last day of the year, because they're going to close out the books. And sometimes there's adjustments on those books, but they want the bonus to be in the year that the financial windfall, hopefully, would be there. So it is definitely a way to build strong relationships with the other people. Everybody's invested in making sure the firm runs well and has a profit. So there's definitely that aspect to it. But it's one that you want to get feedback. You want to make sure that all the attorneys, everybody's on board and understands the way this method is calculated and how the dates are aligned and how the metrics are determined. And then you want to make sure that sometimes we see it sometimes where the senior partner, depending on the size of the firm, sometimes the senior partner will get more than the junior partners, which doesn't always make for happy family of lawyers working at one firm, but that's the old school method. But sometimes you'll still see that. So know that that's out there as well. So you just need to have the attorney really just to establish with you the distribution formula. And then you just need to track it for them and then be able to prove it out, show the records, they're done, they're tied in, you're going to lock them down with that password. And that way all of the bonuses will align with what was done at the end of the year. So it's a simple one, shorter video today, but hopefully these are helpful. Calculating these bonuses is really a crucial part of the work that we do. And it can be the catalyst into building a strong relationship with your client and also with your client's clients and the firm's reputation. So it's important to have accuracy if you're a legal bookkeeper. It's important to have the records up to date and timely so that you can manage these bonuses and ensure that the firm operates smoothly and the attorneys feel valued for their contributions. So hopefully that helps, and we'll see you all next week. Bye now.